Hi everyone, it's Kendall here, and what I have for you today is our final block in the Grandma's Kitchen sew-along. As you can tell probably by the video's length, this block is a nice simple one to finish us out, and then we can get all of our quilts put together with our sashings and borders. Stay tuned to the end for some channel updates. But if you haven't done so already, jump over to Pat's website, download this week's free pattern, come back here, and I'll show you how I do it. We have another variation to this week's cutting, as I decided to do the 4-patch units as strip sets. So as such, instead of cutting the 8 light squares, I have 2 strips that are 2.5 by 11. For the medium and the dark fabric, I also have 1 strip in each of that 2.5 by 11. We still do need 1 extra of our dark fabric squares, and then the 4 medium rectangles are as per the pattern. So we're going to start by sewing the strip sets. So we need to sew 1 light to each of the medium and the dark, and we'll press towards the darker of the 2 fabrics. With those now pressed, I am going to stack these right sides together with our colors alternating. So the light on the dark and the light on the medium, nesting that seam allowance along the middle as snugly as you can. We now just need to slice this into 4 2.5-inch segments, and by starting with our strips being at 11 inches, it gives us wiggle room to trim these down. Once we have our 4 2.5-inch sections, we'll take them straight over to the machine and stitch 1/4 of an inch down one side of these, instantly creating our 4 patches once we open them out and press them. These are the only units we need to make, and we are now ready to just lay this out for its final construction. So we'll place our 4-patch units in each of the corners, making sure that our dark squares are pointing towards the center. We'll grab our dark 2.5-inch square, place that in the middle, and then our remaining 2.5 by 4.5-inch medium rectangles go to form sashing. What we're basically doing here is doing sashing and cornerstone on 4 blocks. In that we're creating just 1 block, but this now goes together with 9-patch construction. So we'll start by sewing all of our vertical seams and then our horizontal seams. Once we've done the first of these vertical seams, we'll press in towards those sashing units on the top and the bottom row. That means that on that center row, we'll press out towards our medium fabric, and what this does when we come to do our horizontal seam, all of those intersections will nest nicely, and then we can just press in towards that central sashing row once we've done both of our horizontal seams. Alrighty, I did promise that this week's block was simple, and I hope that now you're at the end of the video, you realise that I was telling you the truth. Just a few little updates about my channel. For the foreseeable future, there will be no more videos. I do not really have the capacity anymore to film and produce these videos, as I will soon be returning to school. When I say there will be no more videos, I'm not actually 100% true there. I will have some upcoming videos covering some Wendy Shepherd patterns, and you'll hear about those over in my Facebook group, Kendall's Quilting Corner. I'm yet to decide and to see what my capacity is to produce any other videos once I'm actually at school and I've settled into my timetable. I've really loved having all of you here, and I will be making a separate channel update video that hopefully everybody will see. If you've loved what I've done over the last 3 years, I would really appreciate everybody buying me a coffee. I think I'm going to need all the coffee I can get when I'm back at school and needing to put in those hard hours of studying. Link in the description box below. As I said before, and I'll repeat right now, I have really loved bringing you all of these videos over the last few years, and hopefully I can find a new normal and settle back into a regime where I'm once again bringing you weekly content. That's it for me from now. I'll see you all again real soon. Bye for now.